is it true that Comcast is now allowing Netflix on their devices? Malware for Android phones. It's a first one. It's a big one, first one in a long time. Windows 10 release. They're finally getting a little more pushy about it this time, even though people have sued them and have won, and they're getting a little more annoying about it. Stop! Stop! It's the feds. But I was just sharing my Wi-Fi password with my mom. And 5G is coming for select areas in the United States. All that and more on Tech for Dummies. Welcome to Tech for Dummies, the show that makes technology fun. I am your host, Darren Quick, and my co-host, John, in studio this time, so we don't have to worry about dealing with Google Hangouts. So, yay! For once, he's in studio. Follow me and him on YouTube, watch previous episodes, and also follow us on Tech for Dummies at bloggerspot.com. And that's it. On to our very first tech news. The one thing that got us going about the other night, and let's do this without the dropping the F-bombs and all that other stuff, because after all, we remember we're in the studio. We can't drop the F-bombs and all the other cursing words.
Yes, we're going to do the rated PG version.
We got to do this PG version, but if you want to watch the non-PG version and really see what we think about it, watch our live show last Wednesday night. Well, anyways, what it was is the federal government says, and I quote, that you cannot share your passwords for any subscription services, including Netflix and HBO, and that it also includes your Wi-Fi passwords, because if you share them to your friends, your family, your next door neighbor, they are to be the ones considering hackers. They are considered hackers. They will, and the federal government under that law will go after them, which I think is baloney, because they're going to have to stop over at least half of the population, because half the population does this in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I find it kind of ironic that they're going after us because we're hackers, when the guys that created the software we use every single day were considered hackers, are probably some of the best hackers. 40 years ago, who knows what they were doing, or they're doing now. Well, I know one of them's doing, he's the richest man on the earth, and the other one's in the hole in the ground.
Yeah, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. But yeah, I mean, it really irked me when I heard this about it, because this is baloney and or BS. The fact that the federal government has, has to go after us just for this, when they can't stop a certain politician for lying to the FBI, but yet they want to go after us people that are not considered hackers. They just like to give their friends and families access to their Netflix accounts because they're extremely nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, how am I going to put this? You think your 4-year-old kid is going to get a job, or even know the concept of getting a job, to get their own Wi-Fi in a house? For one thing, Comcast, Verizon, whoever you use for a ISP, service provider will, one, they won't sell to anybody under a certain age. Two, they won't. The chances of them putting another Wi-Fi host in the same house, in the same apartment, household, etc., is slim to none. Because, well, yeah, one, they want to make more money, but two, there's a little thing called bandwidth, and you use more than one host for a certain bandwidth, you're gonna screw things up to the point where you're not gonna get on anyways.
So yeah, I mean, also and this ain't the first time the federal government has overstepped their bounds when it comes to the internet. We had the SOPA Act. They tried to do that with the SOPA Act, and it fell flat on its face. And they tried it with the audio.
Yeah, it's like
music.
Yeah, the music. Well, the federal government got into the music because a certain band that I really, really, really like, the drummer decided that, I want 12 point something $million from this person here because he's downloading all of my music. Then the federal government got involved and stuff. But that a step aside, Washington, we are not North Korea or Iraq, so stop trying to control our internet.
Yeah, this is not this is a democracy, not a dictatorship here. So yeah, stop controlling or stop telling us what we can and cannot do with our own internet.
Yeah, exactly. So, we create it, we can use it. So
yeah. But at the same time, I can see why they're going after people, because there's certain people out there that will hack.
Yeah, I mean, you got like these
hack
guys
hack into you, but
hacking and stuff. You should get a job at like Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Apple, because they look for these people. But the problem with some of these hackers is that, yeah, I can get the point. Oh yes, we're gonna hack into the Pentagon. Well, guess what? You don't need the internet to hack into the Pentagon. You just use a DOS-based computer. I mean,
yeah,
they have an update. The Pentagon hasn't updated their computers in probably 30 years. So, I mean,
or probably have, and they're just so easy to hack into. They just figured, nobody's going to touch us.
Yeah, they still have DOS, and no computer these days has DOS. I mean, they have the command prompt, but it's not the same thing.
So yeah, well, we did it without going on and on and on about it. So, anyways, get back. I mean, it's pretty sad when they overstep their bounds again. But so the moral is, who cares? Just keep sharing your password to your neighbors and friends. The federal government's going to have something better else to do than trying to hunt down 500 million viewer people.
I mean, it's like crazy. I mean, it's like, it's like the whole war on drugs thing. Yeah, they go, we're gonna arrest these people because they're doing this and that and that and that. It's physically impossible for the federal government to stop every single person who does one thing wrong or does this that he consider wrong, shares their password. You do not know. There is almost absolutely no way they can track that if that person is sharing a password or if they own that entirely without accessing private, confidential customer records.
Exactly. So, I mean, they can't really do anything without another search warrant and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, moving on to our second one, and I love this, like I said in the tease. I think hell is finally froze over because Comcast is now allowing Netflix on their X1 platform. And if you remember back when we were talking about net neutrality, Comcast was one of them that sued Netflix Netflix was one that sued Comcast for throttling down their bandwidth every time somebody wanted to stream a video on Netflix, they would slow it down to a point where you couldn't even watch a single movie on Netflix. So now they're actually starting to become buddies again, because they found out that Netflix is actually something to watch.
God, yeah.
Netflix is here to stay. Netflix is great. So
I mean, they're better than Redbox because, I mean, Redbox is like they pay. It's like basically like, okay, you get the DVD, you pay for it. Then I think if it's after a certain time, you have to pay a little bit extra for it for the late fee.
yeah.
Like, whereas Netflix is like, there are no late fees. I mean, yeah, to a point it's great, but stop throttling the internet. Because people want to watch their movies at full speed. They don't want to watch grainy crap.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's coming on their X1 platform, which some of us is already, for those that are already out there, for additional costs plus subscription fees and a whole bunch of other stuff. And as we all know, Netflix is on a lot of other set-top boxes, like Google Chromecast, Roku box, Apple TV. Plus, you can use your computer, PC, Mac, PC, tablets, Apple tablets and whatnot to watch this. So I mean, it's just, and they even have it on DirecTV. So, and Dish. Now you have to upgrade to the Hopper, but so I mean, it's just a matter of time before Comcast would have had to get it. So guess what? Now Comcast gets it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's going to be hopefully a great addition to them, and I'm thinking Netflix is going to be the way of the future, or not the way of the future, but way most people nowadays are going to be seeing the content.
Mm-hmm.
With Hulu and Netflix put together, who needs Dish? And when you get Hulu, Netflix, and HBO, who needs TV? Especially now since CBS is starting to get on there with their news and whatnot. So, so I mean, it's going to be a lot better. All one cheaply trade for Comcast, which is Comcast. I still think is overpriced for what they need, what they do. But I can't really bash Comcast because without them, you and I wouldn't be sitting here talking.
True.
So, moving on to another subscription. I was movie based VidAngel. I was going to save this for later, but what the heck? VidAngel. For those who don't know what VidAngel is Video Angel, which is basically kind of like Blockbuster meets Netflix. It's a subscription, not a subscription based, but pay-per-view based site. That basically what you do is you sign up for the site and you watch a movie for about, say, $20 for the HD, $14 for the standard def video, and you stream it over the internet via their website. And then if you watch it within 24 hours, you can return the movie, and they'll only charge you, guess what, guys, 99 cents for the whole movie.
Wow.
Any movie you want to watch, new releases that are out now on DVD, you can watch them. Old movies to a certain point. I don't know how far back they go because I've been watching usually on the new movies. But yes, I have this, and So, anyways, VidAngel has been getting under a little controversy with the four major Hollywood studios. They're trying to shut them down because of the Copyright Act,
God.
the Millennium Copyright Act. Some of the companies that are shutting them down, actually the four of the companies that are shutting them down are Disney, Lucasfilm, 20th First Century Fox, and Warner Brothers. So basically all four of them are going after them, saying they violate the antitrust and limited online filtering service for few companies.
So, I'll say this: did these movie studios go after places like Napster for copywriting? I know the music industry did. I don't know about the movie industry.
And yeah, because didn't you at one point you could watch movies on Napster?
Yeah.
Yeah, full movies, completely full movies for free on Napster.
Yeah.
Are they going? Here's another one. Are they going after YouTube?
Probably not.
Because you can watch movies on YouTube.
Yeah. And you could pay, and you have to pay for them on YouTube.
Yeah, you have to pay for them like $2.99 to watch them, or 99 cents to whatever the movie is. Whatever the price is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exactly the same thing here. Yeah, you get back. It says here you get back $1 or $2. So if you keep it with less than 24 hours. So, and the great thing about it is they got filters built into these movies, so you can filter out the swearing, the violence.
But why would you want to do that? No.
For those who want, those of you who have little children and don't want to, and still want to watch Deadpool or Straight Outta Compton or Good Morning Vietnam or some of these movies that got every other word is a swear word.
Heck, I watched those movies when I was 4. I mean, come on now. I mean, my generation shouldn't be any different than the generations we have now. I mean, come on. Kids are going to learn how to do what they want to do anyways. I mean,
exactly, but
they're going to see something like Nightmare on Elm Street, and they're going to run and hide under their bed, and that's about all they're going to do.
And have nightmares for about,
of course,
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and they'll forget all about it.
Yeah. So, anyways, as a fan of Netflix, I'm a fan of VidAngel. I'm hoping they will win. And of course, now they're countersuing them for basically because they can. They're countersuing because they say, "Hey, look, it's baloney."
Yeah.
Something else.
This is BS.
Yeah.
Why do you care what you do?
So, and then all right, moving on to 5G, the 5th generation of internet for your cell phone, or 5th generation cell phone data.
Oh God, I always thought 5G meant 5 gig.
5th generation. So they're already moving up to 5G in some areas for those who want this faster internet. And it's not going to be, it's going to be just, well, in other words, it's going to be a whole lot faster than 4G, kind of like what 3G was. 3G to 4G, after we moved up to 4G, how faster 4G was.
Yep.
Now 4G to 5G, 5G is going to be faster than 4. What do you expect? It's the higher rate.
What are they going to do when they run out of Gs?
100G, 1000G. But
they're going to start doing Ts.
yeah. According to T-Mobile, which is also testing 5G, expect the rollout for 5G is likely to be 2020. So another several years, another 5, 6, 4 years before they'd be likely to see it anywhere near us. But some of the places, if you want to try it out, go to New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Texas. Not only, hey, that's how it's pronounced.
Good old Texas.
Or Texas. So they'll be rolling out here soon. So yeah, they'll be great. It's great. They're moving up in the keep moving up with new technology, but it won't be affecting us for another 6 years, maybe 7, if we're lucky. So on to the next one. This is one we talked about online about Microsoft's launching its final push in its 9.5 months upgrading offensive against customers and businesses running 7 and 8.1.
Oh God, Microsoft, give it up, please. Nobody wants your stupid software.
Exactly.
They're fine with their old crap.
This time they finally gave it up. I mean, this time they finally gave up the whole thing. Is before, remember back before, they wanted you to push when you push the X button to close out, they said, "Are you really sure? You sure? Go ahead. We'll upgrade you." Now you close the Xbox out. The Xbox, it goes away.
Oh, I'd rather have it on the Xbox one.
I mean, the little X, it goes away.
Oh yeah, that.
Close it out, it'll go away for now, for good. Yeah. And we only have to deal with this until I think the end of the month.
Yeah.
After the end of the month, they're pretty much going to stop. Actually, no, till October. We got a few more months left because it's a 1 year. It was a 1 year afterwards, the year after, and then they
that was in
stopped.
July though.
I think it was. Didn't we say found out it was in July?
29th.
Yeah, July 29th is when they stopped bugging us for Windows 10. For those of us that are not having Windows 10 or don't want Windows 10.
Don't want Windows 10, don't want nothing to do with Windows 10. I am fine and happy with 7. When I get a new computer, it's going to have 7 Ultimate Edition because I cannot stand 8 or 10. Because they are basically the same thing with a few minor differences that make it that the average computer user would not even understand or notice the difference. Really, I mean, I've seen I've seen people use computers for 20, 30 years and still. The only difference they notice is that the screen is brighter and the graphics are a little better. Everything else that makes Windows work, they absolutely could not. You could not tell them, okay, how does Windows work? Oh, I don't know. I just go on the internet. Really?
Yeah.
Well, I could tell you how Windows works, but we could be here all night, all day, because it's simple. For those who know what they're doing, but it's long and dragged out process. You guys probably it'd be a good way for me to get you guys to go to sleep.
Yeah, if you ever got sleeping on me, huh? Just ask us about how Windows works.
Yeah, just don't ask me how OS works because I'll just tell you to throw it in a shredder.
OS is just as bad because they're trying to get all new ones too. I read that even OS is starting to have problems too with malware.
Yep.
So,
I called that one 20-something years ago.
Yeah, when they start getting popular again. All right, one more, and then we'll move on to our entertainment for dummies.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Unless you got anything, I only got one thing.
No, I don't.
All right, then we'll move. Skype is set course for. According to this article on PC World, I found this this morning. Broke this morning. Skype set course for a cloud, abandoning other older operating systems on the way. This is what the article read. Skype is leaving behind its peer-to-peer roots to go all on the cloud, while a popular messaging app made it this far for facilitating connections between computers for video and other communications. It's moving to cloud archives that is supposed to improve in performance and expand service capabilities. So in other words, they're trying to move it on to like more to the internet-based video cloud, so that everybody can, have it. So it's not just based on PC or Mac. It's PC, Mac, Linux, Android.
There you go.
It's not this one specific. Like nowadays, it's one app. You have one specific app per computer. Your Mac version. But now it's all the same version. Just now it's cloud-based, and it's a little bit. It doesn't sit around, hang on in your computer.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. And please, Skype, get rid of the automatic start. The noise is irritating as all heck, especially when I'm trying to do something else and it goes zip.
On Mac, I was able to change it.
Lucky you.
On Mac, when I turned it on, I had it said, "Hello, Hal."
Oh God.
No. Hello, Dave. Welcome. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Sorry, I can't do that, Dave.
Hi, Dave. And I did that when we were at CCV. I turned that on and said, "Hi, Dave," and nobody got the joke.
Oh my God. Really? I just do this. I'll be like, "Hello, Dave. I'm sorry I can't do that."
And nobody got the joke. And everybody looked at me like, "What did that thing say?" It said, "Hello, Dave."
Hello, Dave. Darren. But your name's Darren. Yeah, but I'm HAL 9000, Dave.
So another reason why they're doing it, because they're considering that Skype's facing competitors are Google Hangout, WhatsApp, Telegram, Line, and WeChat. Well, Google Hangouts and WhatsApp I've heard of. Telegram I've never heard of. Line and WeChat. Something to look into when we do our next show. Look into. So anyways, they're going to be cloud-based, not based on peer-to-peer. So the news comes as recently update set for 10 in mobile devices. So they're going to now be linked clients for Linksys and Chrome OS. So I mean, now they're like I said, they're doing cloud-based, and hopefully they can make a good of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see what they come up with.
Yeah. Oh, I got a couple. I thought a couple more. All right. That's pretty much it for our tech news. On to our PSA, and we'll come back. We'll talk about Nintendo and this new craze about catching these little animated characters on your cell phone.
Oh, great.
Yeah, all that and more when we get back from the PSA.
In ancient Rome, the gladiators went into the arena with these words on their lips: "Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt." Today, all of you young athletes are in the arena. Many of you will win. But even more important, I know you will be brave and bring credit to your parents and to your country.
welcome back. As always, be a fan, be a supporter, support your Special Olympics. And join us August 13th for our Lake Monster game, our fundraiser down there, and our 50-50 raffle where we basically spend a night watching Lake Monsters and walking up and down asking for money. It's going to be a great night. Last year we made about $600 off of 50-50. All night, the whole time of paying with the tickets, about close to $800. So we did pretty good last year. Let's make it a good another year. As always, I turn my reins over to John for Intertape News, but I think I'm going to once again take it over again because I found this great thing for us Nintendo NES fans. Yes, the NES is back. And guess what, guys? It's only going to cost you $60 this time versus $120 or whatever it was back in the 80s. Yeah. And this time, it comes with 30. You heard me right. 30 preloaded games with HDMI support. The games include Castlevania 1 and 2, Donkey Kong and Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excitebike, yes, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghost and Goblins, Grendis, Ice Climber, Kirby, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, the original Metroid, Pac-Man, Punch-Out, not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but Punch-Out.
Oh yes, original Punch-Out.
Original Punch-Out. All of the Super Mario Brothers, 1, 2, and 3, Tokimo Bowl, Legend of Zelda 1 and 2.
Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah. So, I'm sitting here looking at this going, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I know what I'm going to get myself for Christmas. I'm going to buy myself something. I'm going to buy this for Christmas. And sit here and play it. And yes, boys and girls, it comes with the original controller.
Oh my God, I remember that little tiny thing. Wow.
So,
my original, it looks sweet. It's tiny as all heck. I mean, here I am going, the younger guy going the old school way. I mean, I love the whole thing because you got guys who they have 40 probably old NES systems probably in their backyard because they've used this system till the thing's burnt out. The problem is they get this little tiny thing that can fit in your hand. Well, the cartridge is about the size of the unit. So a lot of these older guys are like, how does this thing work? Well, it's got the HD capabilities, which we all know. Within the past couple of years, a certain program company which I'm not going to name on here, created a system that was compatible with the Sega, the Super Nintendo, original Nintendo, etc., etc., etc. Did a HDMI capable thing without the license and got sued.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't think this time.
Yeah, this
NES or Nintendo is going to have any problems with them suing it.
Oh no.
Because they're a name brand company. They're actually the ones that started all this.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So they probably have gotten all the rights and all the licensing and all that.
Yeah. Remember Tecmo Bowl, was it Bo Jackson was like the
Yeah. But most of these games that they list here are their own games.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's not like they have the rights to all of these. So it's not like, and Kirby Adventure, but
oh my God, I remember Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah. So
that game was so good.
So I mean, all these games that they have are their own, so they don't have to worry about copyrights. You don't have to worry about legal rights. So they just basically threw a bunch of 30 games on here. But I agree with John. It would have been even nicer if they had a chance to you could put your cartridges, the old cartridges in it. Because a lot of the times, it weren't the cartridges that burnt out. It was the Nintendo.
Yes.
And a lot of the times, it was just something so stupid. Is all you had to do is literally walk right by it, and it would be it. It would kill it.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing in the world.
You would shake the table. If you shook the table just right or bang the table just right, you would kill your Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say, you do your vacuuming near the thing, you hit my desk, you're going to buy me a new Nintendo. But, another story for another time. You're going to have guys, like a lot of these people are going to try to do like, guys like me, my cousin did. Maybe if you remember the old 6-button, which, the 4 buttons in the start and the select button of the old turbo controller for the original NES. Being my cousin literally sought after every single turbo thing you could have. He had the arcade stick. He had the light guns. He had the turbo controllers, the original controllers. I mean, this kid had everything but the power glove.
Oh, I loved the joystick.
Oh, yeah, the big
pad joystick. What I'd love to do was hit, when you're on Super Mario Brothers, hit that turbo button, turn it all the way up, and then every time you hit a fireball, it's like 5-6 fireballs shooting across the ground. I love doing that. Every time. Or when you sight bike. Whee!
Yeah. I mean,
turn that turbo up.
Different system. We had he also had like the 7-button turbo Genesis controller, the mini one.
Yeah.
For that Sega made. I've found one, but because I got a Sega Genesis again. I found one, but I think there's a wiring issue. Yeah. Because the controller works fine, but you plug it in. The buttons work fine, but it's like the wire is screwed up at the end or whatever, which, but.
But yeah, this is going to be a good one. Like I said, it's one of these. I'm putting this on Santa's list. Santa is going to give me this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm getting for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the most popular thing going on and the most knowingest thing going on right now.
Oh, my God.
To Pokemon Go.
Your sister actually put that on her DS or whatever, or tried to.
You can't. I don't think you can put it on the DS. No, you can't. It's only for iPhone and Android devices.
Oh, really?
I have it on my Android device. I have it on my phone.
Oh, God.
And I've tried it. And if you're into Pokemon, yes, you do it. But if you're not into Pokemon, don't get it. Also, it's one of these, it requires a lot of exercise.
Hey, I don't mind the exercise. I mean, I could lose a couple pounds.
It requires a lot of walking around looking for these things.
Oh, my God. Kids, if you're going into a rough neighborhood and you see a Pokemon, don't go after it. You will get shot or something bad, because there have been people who have been running into actual crack neighborhoods, ghettos, you name it.
Yep.
They won't sell you that because they won't tell you that from the Nintendo Corporation. But yes, I've heard stories of people end up dead. I've heard of people getting chased away by guns. I've seen signs posted on Facebook saying, "This is a private property. Take my location off your app." That's what a lot of people, because people will literally go. I mean, one kid said he found what they call it, a Vaporeon or something like that. I mean, I got into the old crap. The handheld games are perfectly fine. The phones, no. It's just another excuse for a bunch of other crap. But yes, this one guy found this rare Pokemon in Central Park and put it on Pokemon Go chat. Well, he's in Central Park, so you can only imagine how many people were running to the park within 30 seconds.
Yeah. And people were finding dead bodies and finding
Oh, yeah.
a whole bunch of other stuff when instead of finding Pokemon.
Somebody was looking for a Pokemon, they see a dead body floating in the river.
Yeah. And the state of Washington, this sounds dumb, people have gotten. State of Washington has passed a bill saying you cannot drive and Pokemon Go at the same time.
Well, isn't that the great thing about Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Put the phone right here. Okay, go this way. Okay.
So, I mean, they have banned people from museums, like the Holocaust Museum and the White House.
I heard about, well,
a whole bunch of other places in Washington that you're not supposed to have cameras or phones in, but yet they banned them.
but haven't they banned people going to the White House anyways, really?
No, yeah, I do, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's, those type of places where
Yeah.
they're popping up everywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
then you
getting to a point where the craze is getting too big.
Yes, guys. Obama wants his Pokemon, so he bans everybody out of the White House. I mean, I could see it right now. I mean, he's sitting there. Nope, nobody can come in here with their phones or whatever because it's a safety concern and all that. But I'm gonna go sit here on my latrine and I'm gonna catch a couple of Pikachu. I love them Pikachu.
I
love them Pikachu. I used to do really good Obama voice.
But yeah, it's catching on. But a lot of people are thinking, oh God, it's a fad. Please tell me it's a fad. Please tell me it's a fad because
Please, God. I mean,
how much longer are we going to be able to keep on with Pokemon Go?
yeah, and I've said from the beginning, I mean, the Game Boy games have got, on the DS Pokemon games, they've gotten ridiculous. I mean, they've gotten to the point where they're running out of ideas and names, so they come up with this. And it's all fun and great and all, as long as you're paying attention to where the heck you're going.
Yeah, that's another thing. People are actually getting run over while doing this.
I saw a thing today. Some guy, he was standing in the middle, a video, some guy was standing in the middle of the road. It looked like he was from like the UK. And the guy was honking the horn and the guy turns around and freaks out on him. I was like, are you that serious? Freaking crazy? I mean, the dude's in the middle of the road. Of course, the car could go around him.
But I bet you it has to do with Pokemon.
Yeah, the guy's in the middle of traffic. Granted, it was a state park, but still, a guy freaking out in a car like that, the guy should get to the side of the road because you know what? There's at least a minimum of, I think it's 6 feet from the thing, and if you measured the length of a lane in a road, it's just under 6 feet. I mean, I can lay across it, and I'm just under 6 feet, and I can lay across it, and I'm over the white and the yellow line. So there's no possible way that kid could not move across the road and get out of the way of the car and then catch his little Pokemon. I mean,
yeah, people are starting to go berserk. I mean, this is getting bad as Tickle Me Elmo in the Couch Patch Kid craze.
oh my God, me and my friends used to light Tickle Me Elmo on fire.
Oh yeah, well.
Want to talk about something?
No, we don't. So yeah, I mean I'm just saying it's getting that bad. I mean, people are going nuts over this thing. I mean, yeah, if you're a huge Pokemon fan, go for it. But I'm never have been a big fan of Pokemon. So
No, I mean,
but yeah, we're watching it, and if it keeps going, we'll let you know. If it dies out, thank God, we'll let you know too. So moving on to our another entertainment news. For those who are lovely Star Trek fans,
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Trek's Beyond.
Oh yes.
It's out.
tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow starts Friday.
Yeah.
Friday this week. And this one is going to be a sad one because we have lost not one but two of its characters
Wait.
from the movie.
Who else? I know Anton died. Who else?
The original Spock.
Oh,
One
yes.
The last movie that Leonard Nimoy made.
Is it?
Yeah. This is the last one that Leonard Nimoy made.
Kirk gonna be in this one too?
William Shatner.
Yeah, because I thought.
I think they're saying that he might make appearance in this one or the next one.
Yeah, because he wanted to. He wanted to do a tribute for Nimoy.
Yeah. And then of course, the guy who played Chekhov. Antoine there. He died.
Yeah, Anton Yelchin.
He died recently because of his Jeep. He was one of those Jeeps that had that recall.
Yeah, and that's when
Because of his transmission. He thought he had it in park, ended up having it in reverse, and as soon as he took his foot off the brake, it rolled back onto him and crushed him between him and the gate. His gate. They said he died almost instantaneously.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
it's a poor way to go.
That's a poor way to die. So, I mean, that's coming out this week. Coming out tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be a good one like any other. And this is another one of those prequels, you know, before William Shatner took over.
Well, yes, technically like his character or whatever, but you know, it's like a few years. It's like just before, and I think it actually would like they intertwine with each other because
because
on their like 20-year journey or whatever it is, and they're going to different places. Then they start the war with the Klingons and all that stuff, and that's when it coincides with the original series in the 60s.
Also, they have approved a new Star Trek based TV series.
Oh, nice.
CBS finally approved it, and it's going to be on Netflix. I read about it. So, anyway, and I'll get back to what I was just going to say. If you watch Star Trek 2, Into Darkness,
yeah,
Khan is the same. That whole movie is based on the Star Trek 2.
Yeah, it's like the prequel to Star Trek 2.
Yeah.
And stuff. The Wrath of Khan. I remember that.
Yeah, Star Trek 2, because the final scene in Star Trek Into the Darkness is the same scene as the final scene in Wrath of Khan. The only difference is it's Kirk, not Spock, who dies of radiation poisoning, or, you know, supposedly dies of radiation.
Right, yeah. I remember that. And like, what was it? I can't remember. Wasn't Khan mentioned in the TV series too?
Yes.
Yes.
So that sets the apprentice to what follows as their long hatred between Khan and Kirk. That's Star Trek 2.
Yeah, I know.
Or when Khan's taken over his ship.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, let's go. That's another one. I'm going to go be out watching that one. I don't know when. It's one of these I gotta get the funds to watch that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll be at the movie theaters one of these days.
Yeah.
I saw opening night of Star Wars Episode 7.
Yeah.
Good night. I think with Star Trek, I think they might do it tomorrow night because at like sometime in the evening, because I know they're not doing the midnight showings anymore. Thank you, Colorado Shooter. But yeah, that he ruined it all for us. But you know, what are you gonna do? Some people are crazy.
Yeah. I'm just checking our local. No, they don't show it.
No?
They're not showing it.
I would if they were smart.
Coming, only thing it's a coming soon. Star Trek, Ice Age, Jason Bourne, Suicide Squad. Right now they're showing Ghostbusters, Secret of Pet Life, Mike and Dave, and Finding Dora. So, anyways, moving on to our last one. For those who haven't heard this and hasn't been following Disney, like the rest of us, Star Wars is coming to Disneyland. Yeah, well, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, big deal.
Yeah,
They bought the rights to Star Wars. Well, yeah, well now they're making Star Wars Land, which is going to be a pretty good land. The concept art looks pretty good. Of course, as you all know, I'm a huge Disney fan and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So anything that has to do with Star Wars or Disney, I'm going to go to it. And also, they're doing it over at Disney World. They're going to put theirs over at Disney World at the Hollywood Studios in the back where they had Streets of America. That's going to be all rearranged. It's all torn down.
I wonder when that's going to open up.
Backlot tour and everything. They took backlot tour out. They took the car show out there, and that's all. That whole area is going to be Star Wars land.
Star Wars car show. Star Wars car shows.
The car show was supposed to be on temporary placement because of their anniversary, because of the Millennium Special,
Oh yeah.
Millennium Special, you know.
I
So they
remember-
brought it over from Paris, and it lasted 15 years. It was a very popular event. It lasted 15 years, so
Oh yeah.
it was only supposed to last 1 year. It lasted 14 years longer than it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So, and I've been there. I did not see it when I was there twice. I went there twice and did not see both times, because every time I would go out there, it was either playing or so packed that you couldn't get to it. So,
Right.
and they're also doing for World. I don't know about over in Disneyland. World, they're doing Toy Story Land. For those who are a big, huge fan of Toy Story, they're doing that one too.
Starkme, this is Buzz Lightyear. I
Yeah.
have seemed to have arrived on a very strange planet.
Yeah, very strange planet. Like, it's going to be a very Star Wars land. I mean, it's going to be Pixar land. It's Toy Story Land or Pixar.
Oh my god.
The whole thing. They're doing the whole thing.
Pixar, yeah, my foster brother's dream job is to be an animator at Pixar.
My dream job is to be a Disney animator
There you go.
in animatronics.
Oh, I know. There you go. I mean,
Animatronic. That's my dream job. Work for Disney and be in the animatronic department.
yeah, he's actually trying to get Kelly Arts down in Los Angeles and crap, so he could be like that. I was like, it's like, good.
Good luck.
That's what I said.
Good
I was
luck.
like, dude.
They only take the best. Well, anyways.
Oh, speaking
and
of
also,
which-
you get to that one that your girlfriend would hated me because I didn't mention it, about Frozen.
Oh, you mean the Frozen Land or whatever?
Over in Norway. I'm watching it. Over in Norway, they have replaced their ride with Disneyland and Disney World. Both have a Frozen attraction now. Where you see Anna and all of them.
Like she's gonna go to Norway anytime soon.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
No,
of
it's those who have been over in Epcot Center. They know where where I am. What I'm talking about.
oh yeah.
The around
Um,
America,
I will
around
say
the world.
I have an update for Star Trek.
What?
Wilson, they are playing it tomorrow night.
They are?
Yes, 7 p.m. and 9:30.
They are playing tomorrow at Wilden.
Yep.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and when?
9:30, but I think tickets are sold out.
Oh, okay. Well, you heard that. Weldon, be there, but tickets are sold out. So they are
Or,
doing it a day early because of the fact that
Yeah.
it's a big showing.
Well, I don't know if they're sold out, but Fandango doesn't have any available. So Fandango. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Unless he's got. You got anything?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it. As always, thanks for watching. Please join me and him every third Wednesday of the month on YouTube Live between roughly 7 o'clock at night, because that's usually a good time for us to do this. Just go to Tech for Dummies on our channel and look up or type in Google Tech for Dummies Live. So you see us there. As always, thanks for watching, and like I said, watch previous episodes there at YouTube. And John, say goodnight, John.
Good night, folks.
Thank you. Good night.